Good morning, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm sorry I wasn't on Monday morning, but we had a really rough night with our stomachs. We don't know if it was the food from the restaurant or the cake, but I thought I would come on this morning real quick and just kind of share what I do when I'm kind of MIA with you guys. I have been working on dishcloths, so I thought we'd look at dishcloths real quick. And the dishcloths that I use is a real easy pattern. You start with a chain of 26, and then you single crochet in the first row. And then each row after that, you just continually repeating a half double crochet, a single crochet across. At the end, you chain one, and then when you turn, the row coming back down will start with a single crochet and then half double. But basically, if you think about, you're just going to be repeating half double crochet, single crochet, back and forth and back and forth. Because you have an uneven number, because the chain of 26 is actually 25 stitches plus chain one. If you just repeat that with your turning chain at the end of each row, it works up that you're just repeating half double single crochet. And I used on some of these, I used a bunch of the little balls. Hi, Teresa. Of little just odds and ends scraps. So there's like 3 different scraps there. This one's got, I think, 4 different scraps. This one ended up looking like candy corn. So I think this is actually the right side, but they're dishcloths. It doesn't really matter. And this one again was scraps, but I did a switch out like every 2 rows or something. So save even your small balls of scrap yarn, because these are unique and unusual. And what happens is, because I don't think I'm going to find anybody that wants the scrappy ones, but I love them. So I usually end up keeping them every other row. Well, if you think of the repeat is, you're just going back and forth between starting with a half double, and then the next row you start with a single, half double, single. But what ends up happening is you start half double, single, half double, single. And when you get over here, you end with a half double. Then you do your chain one and turn, and then you start with a single crochet and come back this way with single crochet, half double. But in your mind, you could just say, I'm just going to always repeat half double, single crochet. And it just works out that it's half double, single, and then single, and then half double. And the pattern just continues up. But if it's easier for you to remember, the first stitch is just the opposite of the one you started the row before. So a half double on this row, and then when you come back across, you start with a single, then you start with a half double, then a single, half double, back and forth. But you repeat the pattern. So the pattern is always half double, single crochet, half double, single crochet across. It's a super easy pattern. And the texture is really nice for cleaning. There's another scrappy one. I'm showing the scrappy ones first. And this one, I just used scrappy until I'd used up whatever the scrappy portion was. And then I just picked up another color. This one I did with navy, and then a variegated that had navy in it. So it's got greens in it too. And then this one I did navy and white. That's okay, Teresa. I don't mind explaining again. It's okay. So there you go. Super easy to do. As you can see, I've been whipping them out. So I just thought I'd share these. This one's another scrappy made with lighter colors. And then here's some with the white with the gray thread. This one I worked up a little smaller. I must not have done it to 26 stitches, or I used a different sized hook. Now this one is a different pattern. This is, it looks like I did one row of single crochets and then a row of double crochets there. So you can see the more open pattern. I don't like the ones that are real open, so I probably won't make any more like that. I just revert back to the ones where I'm doing the pattern of a half double and then a single crochet. There's something stuck to that one. This one was a different pattern. I can't remember what I did. But it's a nice dishcloth. I don't remember what I did with that one. I have done some different stitches, so this is kind of a mix. This one I just decided I'd use some scraps up. So I've been working on this batch of dishcloths for a bit. I'm getting tall here. I'm not going to refold all these. This one's got scrappy, where I wanted to use up what was left of those two, I think. And then this one here. And then the last one I have here is a knitted one, and it turned out a lot smaller. So I think what I did is I did just a basic stockinette stitch for this. And I tried to do 26 stitches, but with knitting, I probably should have increased it by about another 5 or 6 stitches out this way. But anyway, I just wanted to try knitting it. Are the rows all half double with the first stitch alternating? No. The stitch repeat is half double, single crochet, half double, single crochet. And then the next row, you start with a single crochet and then do half double, single crochet, half double across. And you always end with a chain one to turn. So I'm just going to lay these back in the basket. If I can remember, I'll try to find the pattern again. I want to give credit to the girl that came up with it, but it might take me a minute because I just wrote out what I needed to know. I didn't save the website for that one. So now I will probably never share my knitting as in sitting and knitting with you guys because I have to concentrate so blooming hard. But I did put the link to this simple baby pullover. It's a red heart pattern. I got this at a store that had the freebies hanging. And so I have finished the front and the back. So you start by making the back, which was here. And so I've finished the back, and you just work a stockinette stitch until it's 11 inches long. Excuse me. 11 inches long. And I tried to repeat the stripe that I had made because these were 2 yarns that I got thrifting. These were the ones I got. And they were thrifted yarns. And the green is Baby Bee from Hobby Lobby. And then this one is the Burnett Softy Baby. So I didn't realize it, but this is a 3. And then this one they claim. Oh, they're both 3s. Okay, never mind. I thought they were different. But one does seem to be a little, because maybe this is because it's a softy yarn. It kind of compacts a little bit more, but it's working out okay. So those were thrifted yarns I picked up. And then I said, you know, I came across this pattern while looking to see what knitting needles I had. And I said, I'll just do that it's supposed to be made with this Red Heart soft baby steps in the colorway that changes on its own. But I didn't have any of that, but I had this that I had thrifted. So basically I have the 2 skeins of yarn I got at the thrift store, and I think they were both like $1.99. So I got those. So that's the back. And then the front, I messed up and I had to pull it out. And then when I picked my loops back up, I twisted the loop so you can see where I had pulled it back down. There's a row of stitching where the loop is twisted. But as Barbara said, Barbara Clark told me, she said, well, nobody will notice it unless you point it out. But I notice it. So I did this, and I had it nearly to the 11 inches, and then I had to pull it back, and then I think I've knitted it too long now, but I'm just going to go with it. I've never used a holder before or did very many decreases, so I don't know if I've done the decreases correctly. I just worked through 2 stitches. Don't know if that was the right way to do it, because I was watching or listening to something while I was doing it. But I've got the front and the back done, and now I've got to do the sleeves, and then you finish it up, and then you have to have 2 separate sets of needles. You need some straights to do these, and these are 5.5 millimeter or US 9. And then for the neckline, you need a number 8 circular 16-inch to go and do the neckline of it. So we'll see how I do with picking up stitches and that kind of thing, because knitting is so foreign to me and it feels so weird. I'm much happier crocheting. To me, crocheting is so much easier. So if I shape these 2 together, you can see I did the front a little long, but we're going to go with it and see if it'll work out okay. So actually this goes this way, so it's the back of the sweater. So you know, and you can see my stripe on the back is a little wider than that on the front. I should have marked my rows and counted the rows to tell me where I messed up. So I am trying to knit. I am determined to figure this out this year. And now I want to show you, I've started working, and I've put the link to this baby sweater in the description box. I did do that. And Mary Lou, Auntie Loopy, she was showing a double thick pot holder. And then I went looking for a pattern, and I came across one that's a little different than the one Mary Lou was telling us, because when Mary Lou was telling us you just do a single crochet around and around and around. But on this one, you rotate between working in the back loop, the one closest to you. No, the one closest to you is the front loop. And then you just go in the back loop. It's still single crochet, but because you're working front loop, back loop, front loop, it ends up giving you this really cool texture. And you just work this up to 5 inches, and I'm currently at 3, so I need to do 2 more inches. And then when you get all of it around, you fold this like this. So I see I've got all this space here. I'll have 2 inches on this side, 2 inches. And then you're supposed to like put them together with the seam this way, and it makes a square. There's a really good picture on the girls' website, on the blog that I got this. So the link for this pot holder is in the description box already. So if you guys want to make this double pot holder, you can. I just am using this yellow that I picked up the other day at Joann's, the Lily Sugar and Cream. I bought the last of the cotton. They had in the store. I went around and there was some of it shoved in different places, and I just grabbed what I could find, because I am making so many pot holders and things to have ready for the next holiday season. Or I like to have them, like if somebody invites us to dinner or a lunch or whatever, I can wrap a couple of my dishcloths up and just give them like a, thanks for inviting us kind of gift. So that is all I have to share. I wanted to share the couple of patterns. Again, I'll go and see if I can find that dishcloth pattern. It's so easy to do, and they work up so fast. I can do 2 of them in about an hour and a half. That's how fast those crocheted ones work up. All right. So you guys, thanks for being here this morning. I know this isn't my regular morning or whatever, but I wanted to kind of share what I'm doing when I'm not on here. Now, I have started working on the pajamas. So in my next video, I'll share the finished pajamas. And today at 1:30, I think I'm going to just come on and make a card with you guys. And I might use my new Derwent chloroform, the new colored pencils I got for my birthday. I want to do a card for Barbara Owens, because she just lost her second sponsor. So I want to get a card to her for Chance passing. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Teresa, for being here. You're my only early bird this morning. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.